I will begin with a video. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you all. Welcome to our 8th session on and it is titled with Teaching English Through Innovative and Interesting Techniques with Mr. Muhammad Haroon from Pakistan. Welcome, Mr. Muhammad, and thanks for accepting our invitation for this webinar. And welcome all participants from all over the world, and hope you a nice lecture and fruitful information. But before that, let's see this short video. Okay, Bismillah.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. You are capable of anything. You can achieve any dream. Please don't limit yourself. Don't live your life limited. It's not all sadness and misery. Life's a challenge, but you will succeed. Take control of how you feel in every circumstance. Work on yourself daily. Your story's far from done. The best is yet to come. To achieve, you must believe. You can live out all your dreams. Persevere, you'll make it through. What you need is all in you. When you believe, you will achieve. You can live out all your dreams. It's about time you knew the truth. You got the power all in you. You have to believe in yourself. You don't have to hide anything. You can be your true self. Don't need to follow society. Never forget that you're blessed. You're blessed. Give thanks for everything. Even the hard times will turn out to be blessings. No matter how you feel, you can learn from your pain. It's there to make you.
Yes, thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed it. Another time, welcome Mr. Muhammad Haroon. Welcome to our session. Welcome all from all over the world. I want to introduce Mr. Muhammad. Mr. Muhammad Haroon, he is a scholar from Pakistan, and he has a lot of skills, achievements, awards also. For example, he has many awards like Certificate of Achievement on the course of practice your PTE academic speaking skills, and also he has a Certificate of Achievement on the course of how to teach online, providing continuity for students, and also he was awarded with Certificate of Appreciation in online quiz named English Discrete Point Test. and he was also awarded with Certificate of Participation in International Nelson Mandela Day 2021 online quiz, awarded with Certificate of Excellence in Online Quiz International Ordo Adab Quiz, and many others. He, for example, published a research paper titled with Poem of Faiz Ahmed, Loneliness, translated by Muhammad, and it was a very interesting work. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad, and welcome another time for this session, and hope you will enjoy this session. Please go ahead with your presentation. Yes, Mr. Muhammad. No, you are muted. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, I am thankful to
Yes,
you the way
now.
you came. Okay, I am thankful to you first of all, and the way you came and introduced myself. I do not consider myself like this. Now, within a couple of moments, I'm going to start my presentation. Let me share the screen to you. Now, my slides are on the screen. Are they visible?
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, okay. Let me try it in a different way.
Yes. Yes. Click on the arrow. Then
Yes, I have
share
clicked.
screen.
There are three options: entire screen, window, or Chrome tab.
Yes. If there is a problem, send it to me and I will share it.
Okay, okay. I'm sending it to you on Facebook. Please check it out.
Yes. Okay.
I'm sending it to you on WhatsApp, okay? Hello, I'm sending it to you on WhatsApp.
Yes. Thanks.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, all audience. Have you received it?
No, not yet.
Okay, I have sent it. Just a moment. I think there might be some kind of network
Maybe
issue.
from the
Okay,
internet.
there. Okay. I am sending you PPTs which I have made for the presentation.
Yes. Thanks.
Okay.
Did you send it?
Yes, I'm sending it. Just a moment. Yes, please take it now. I have sent it to you on the given WhatsApp.
Inshallah. Yes.
Have you received the file?
No, on WhatsApp there is nothing.
Okay, I'm sending it to you again. I think there might be some kind of network issues, so that's why you might not have. Now please click on it. I have sent you the link of my
Yeah.
document. Have you received that?
Yes, the first one, the
Yes,
first one. Okay.
the first one.
Okay. Yes, I have received it.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. This one. Okay.
Yes, this one.
Yes. Now you
Okay.
can go ahead.
Okay. Should I start my presentation?
Yes, yes, please
Okay,
begin.
okay, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Almighty Allah, the most merciful and beneficent. Hope you all are safe and sound and everything is going well. Today I am here with one of the finest personalities. Like I've joined this group and I became the member of Arab English Teachers Association. The topic for my presentation is about teaching English through innovative techniques, in which I will be trying to give certain tips and tricks through which you would be able to speak English language. Being the learners of second language speakers, you would be able to speak comprehensively and effectively. Can you move the slides, please?
Yes,
Okay. Can you move these slides, please?
I moved. Is it shown here on the
No,
screen
no.
or not?
Yes, yes. Now it's shown. Well,
Yes.
I have distributed my presentation among these all factors like introduction. First of all, I would be trying to give you the introduction of innovative, what is innovative and what is English language. Then I would be trying to give what are the benefits of innovative methods, why we are supposed to learn these all innovative methods, and what are the significance of these learnings. Then I will be trying to explain what is direct method. After that, I will be trying to explain inquiry-based learning process. Then I will be trying to explain lexical syllabus. Then it comes to the word games, one of finest and favorites. Then I'll be trying to explain drilling and repetition, then debate and discussion, then not least create a list of grammar-based apps. Then I need to explain this build an inspirational study environment. And at the last, I will be trying to give the conclusion of my presentation. I hope you all would be enjoying my presentation, inshallah. So let's start this discussion from the introduction. Please, can you move the slides?
Yes, I moved.
Okay. Let me take it. Well, now it's visible. Introduction. First of all, let me give some of the introductions of English language. Most of you might be familiar with English, as this is the mixture of all languages, like Middle English, Modern English, Indo-European English. So basically, English is quite tricky to teach. Why? Because this is quite. We all are familiar with this. That English language has grown up from different phases, like Renaissance period, uh, Puritanage. So, in fact, every language varies to teach. Like English has got the parameter of subject, verb, then object. Means whenever we are trying to speak English language, first we are supposed to give subject, then we are supposed to give the verb, then we are supposed to give object. Then after this, I will be trying to elaborate how English language can be helpful and innovative. Basically, innovative means giving certain new methods of teaching English. Means how can we teach English language by using some new methods. Okay, now I'm going to start my presentation. It was a kind of introduction of English language like innovativeness. Now, can you move the slides, please? Ma'am, can you move the slides?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Okay, benefits of innovative methods means why we are supposed to learn these two methods. What are the significance? Basically, my whole presentation consists on these two elements. improve learning process, and motivate students more. Means when we try to learn these all innovative techniques of teaching English as second language learners, then we would be able to improve learning process. We can enhance our learning process as well as we can motivate so many students. Basically, this lecture, this presentation is for those students who are trying to learn English as second language. Means English is not their first language that they are trying to acquire. Now today in this presentation, I will be trying to give you 10 to 15 slides through which I will be talking about innovative methods, means new techniques of teaching English. How can we teach English? Like what is the grammar, what is language, what is the importance of language? I'll be trying to explain these all innovative methods. Now I'm going to start my innovative methods of teaching English. Okay, can you move the slides, please?
I moved.
So the first method that I'm going to share with you all, that is direct method. Most of the time what happens with us, we are always trying to focus on grammar. Please do not focus on grammar while speaking, because sometimes we are focusing on grammar and we lack fluency. We always start speaking English with the help of grammar. When we are trying to speak English language with grammar, then we would not be able to speak language properly. Then there is no need to think about grammar. Either you are speaking wrong or right, it doesn't matter. So first try to teach English language without errors. Means if you are making some mistakes, then it's fine, it's okay. There is no need to worry about mistakes. Try to speak very simple language, a language which can be understandable to all. There is no need to focus on grammar. You will learn automatically grammar of English language. Only just to try to focus on your fluency. There is no need to focus on the accuracy, please. So direct method teaches us that we need not to focus on grammar, like we need not to translate from language 1 to language 2. Most of the time what teachers are doing, they are trying to learn the students through language 1. Means first they are trying to focus them that they need to translate like subject into verb, object into object. So there is no need to do that. Means a translation does not have any importance. It confuses students. So try to focus on your fluency rather than grammar and accuracy. First, whenever you are trying to teach English language, try to make students understandable that they need to focus on fluency of that language, that how sweet the English language is while you are trying to speak. Means there is no need to focus on grammar. No doubt, grammar has certain significant, but the first step when you are trying to teach English a second language through this method, through direct method, you need to focus on only fluency rather than focusing on the grammar of that language. Okay, so this is the basic purpose of the direct method, and this is very innovative sort of new sort of method that we need to apply in teaching English a second language. So respected ma'am, can you move these slides now?
Yes.
My sound is clear to you all?
Yes. Sometimes it goes, but now it is clear.
Okay, okay. Now the second method that I'll be explaining, that is inquiry-based learning. So teaching English by asking short questions so that students and learners of English language can communicate easily. For example, you are asking, how are you? Their reply would be, I'm fantastic, I'm fine, I'm fabulous, I'm mind-blowing, I'm outstanding. Where were you yesterday? I was busy in some work. I was not here in the city. Actually, I got cough, that's why I couldn't attend your party. How's your health? My health is fantastic. So whenever you are trying to teach English, you must ask short questions to the learners. This is inquiry-based learning. Means teaching English by asking short questions. Like, how's your health? How are you? Where were you? What's your name? What's your cost? Are you enjoying my lecture? Are you getting bored from my lecture? This is quite innovative sort of method. So this is what we call inquiry-based learning. Means this is what we call answer question session. This method could be termed as answer question. Means a teacher tries to ask certain questions from students, and the response that the students gets, the questions must be short, like how are you, where were you yesterday, what's your name, where do you live, how was the party, it was really very wonderful, how was the food that we ate last night, it was really very delicious, oh my god, sure it was, yes it was. So this is a kind of inquiry based learning. Okay, so whenever you are trying to teach English as second language, always try to focus on this method, that you are supposed to ask short questions, then the response that they will try to give you the longer responses. So this is the second innovative method, that is inquiry based learning. This is very interesting sort of method. Students are not getting bored through this method, because the teacher asks a very simple sort of question, the student gets interested and tries to answer of that particular question. Okay, so this is the second innovative method of teaching English, that is inquiry based learning. Hope you all have understood. Can you move these slides, please, ma'am?
Yes, surely.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Now, the third one that I would be talking about, really fabulous one, that is lexical syllabus. Basically, the teacher should give the students a great amount of vocabulary, like lexical items. For example, the words, the lexical items that we use in our daily lives should be separated. The words, the lexical items that are present in the language, like for example, official words, like the words that we are using in our daily lives, they need to create a kind of categorized. There should be a kind of word list. Whenever you are trying to teach English, first try to make them learn that these are the words, like home, house, build, coming, going. These are certain words that belong to the category of daily routine. Means these are the words that we are using on daily basis, and there must be a kind of what we say, like formal words, like the words, the selection of lexical items of English linguistic people, English literature students, psychologists, doctors. Everybody has got their own lexical syllabus. So whenever a teacher tries to teach English as second language to the language learners, they need to provide lexical syllabus separately. The lexical syllabus for daily routine, the lexical syllabus for office or school or university or in the classroom, the lexical syllabus for a particular context that we are talking about. For example, if you say that the how are you, you reply with, when a teacher asks you how are you reply is, sir, I am fine. You reply would be fine. You cannot say yummy, I am good, because this would be quite informal. But when a friend asks you how are you, dear, you reply would be, I am fun, I am yummy, I am fantastic, I am fabulous. So these kind of lexical items can be used while in informal using. When you are trying to English lexical syllabus in formal usage, you can use those words which have certain manners, which have certain categorizations. Then you would be able to learn English language in a better and a comprehensive way. So the teacher need to provide a kind of list or category to the student. Means they need to provide the words, like these are the word names of vegetables, means these are the lexical items of vegetables, these are the lexical items of fruits, these are the lexical items of daily routine. So when a teacher of English language tries to teach English to the learners of English as second language to them, they need to provide a kind of list to them. When they try to follow those lists, then they would be able to understand the vocabulary, the English language of that speaker. So a teacher needs to give the lexical categorization or lexical syllabus before starting their presentations. So it was all about like lexical syllabus. Hope you are enjoying this. Please, can you move it?
Yes.
Okay, that very interesting. Every student loves this. That is word games. Word games. The most important part of any language is the vocabulary. Understanding the meaning of words and applying them in everyday situation is a difficult task, as we know, and games can help students overcome this difficulty. As we all know that whenever we are supposed to give these students some tasks, that they need to pick certain words, either this is the category of formal, either this is the category of informal, casual, what type of category it has. So it means that this is what we call word games. Whenever we try to involve these students and ask them that they need to pick some words according to the situation, according to the condition, according to the context. So the students gets those words according to the context. If they are sitting in a classroom, surely their selection of words would be formal. They would be using certain words so according to the situation. So teacher needs to give them a task like word games and give them some words and ask them to use these words. Ask them to use these. Like I like chocolates. I love chocolates. Most of the time we say that I love chocolates, but this is not the accurate word. You can say that I enjoy chocolate while eating. I like chocolates. Chocolates are my favorite. You can use certain type of words, but you cannot use the word love because this is not categorized in this form. So every lexical item, every word has certain context to use it. So in this word game, you can ask from a student that they need to select some kind of words. After selecting those words, they are supposed to use those words in a particular context. Okay, so this is what we call word games. Hope it is quite clear to you. Now I think I need to move ahead. Yes, respected ma'am, please move the slides.
Yes, I did.
So this is repetition and drilling. This is very important method of teaching English language. The student needs a lot of repetition and drilling to learn sentences carefully. So teachers must try to repeat those all sentences several times to students. Whenever any teacher tries to teach some words or try to teach some vocabulary. For example, let me tell you some interesting sentences. If I say, if a person says, can you help me? And another one replies, surely I can help you. Means I am interested in helping you. If he say, can I help you with that? Means he is not interested in helping that. You are enjoying this lecture was fabulous, or what a lecture it was. So whenever a teacher tries to repeat those all sentences to a student, so then the student would be able to learn that language properly. The teacher needs try to repeat those all sentences very carefully while teaching English as second language. They need to break it down like I like beautiful flowers. I like purple flowers. So I is a subject, like is a verb, beautiful is an adjective, flower is a noun. Why beautiful is an adjective? Because it modifies a flower. What kind of flower it is? It is a purple flower. So the teacher tries to break each and every component of the language. Then the teacher needs to make understand to the students that what is the function of this component, what is that particular subject, why this is adjective, why how it is trying to modify the noun, like I like beautiful or I like purple flowers. So why purple is an adjective? Because it modifies flower. So the teacher tries to break down all the sentences while learning English as second language. So repetition is very important to students. Whenever a teacher tries to repeat all things to a student, then the student would be able to learn English as second language. So repetition and drilling is very important while learning English or while teaching English. So whenever you say the sentence, break it down, go back forth, and try to repeat it several times. How much is it possible? So try to repeat as much as possible, because without repetition, students will not be able to understand the language, because this is the second language that they try to acquire, they try to learn. So the teacher needs to break all smaller components of English language so that the students may be able to understand that. It was about like drilling and repetition. Hope you understood this This is one of finest concepts that we need to acquire in our teachings. So I think I need to move ahead. Respected ma'am, can you move the slides? Respected ma'am, can you move the slides?
Yes, I moved, but because of the internet is so weak, so it is
Okay.
late.
Yes, I think. Okay. Okay. Another one is
Yes.
debate. Okay. Debate and discussion. As we know that encourage your students to debate on a variety of subjects like fictional characters from a popular television. If you are trying to learn William Shakespeare, one of the greatest dramatists, and you are trying to ask some students that try to find out some tragic flaws in his writing, and asking another student what is the importance of his writing, and trying to ask them to debate or to give a proper discussion on his writings. Then when a student tries to debate or discuss on these particular things, then the student would be able to understand English language. For example, one of the greatest writers like Christopher Marlowe in English language, or Robert Frost, or Christina Rossetti, or George Peele, or Tom Skid, whenever we are trying to understand the fictional characters, these all novels, dramas, poetry, poems, of these all things, and we are asking the students to try to make some debate and try to discuss over the vocabulary, over the sentence structure, over the use of different words, variety of words. And whenever we are trying to students to do debate or to discuss these all things, then the students would be able to understand English language. This is one of the finest methods of teaching English. Try to teach English through debate and discussion. Discussion about what? Discussion about variety of subjects like English literature is there. The different characters of a novel. What is the role of a character, protagonist, antagonist, how this climax came up. So whenever a teacher tries to teach English a second language, he or she needs to make a kind of debate or discussion among students on variety of subjects or on variety of novels, dramas, poetry, whatsoever that is. Or television shows even. Whenever teacher tries to ask the students to watch this television show and let us know what are the adjectives that are used by this character, or what type of sentence structure they are trying to use. So this is one of the finest method of teaching English, like teaching English through discussion and debate. And we need to focus on this method. Can you move these slides, please?
Yes.
Okay, that is now one of very interesting and very technological based idea, that is create a list of grammar based apps. As we know that teaching students the concept of grammar and composition is less about theory and more about practice. Please do not teach students about the rules of grammar and try to let them know that they need to cram on those all grammatical rules. Most of the time, I found the students cramming all rules like present simple, past simple, future tense, present continuous tense, present indefinite. Please do not restrict them, okay, but try to let them know that they need to practice. And how they can practice? There are very variety of applications through that, like tablet is there, smartphone is there. With the help of those all task best, whenever they try to speak some sentences in English language, automatically the grammar based app will be able to detect their errors and letting them know. But they need not to care about those grammatical errors. Whenever they try to use that, automatically this grammar based app will try to detect those all errors, then you will be able to learn English language effectively. At the end of discussion, I'll be giving you some names of grammar, like Elsa, one of the finest apps that is very helpful in learning or teaching English language to the learners of English. So this is very important technological based idea of grammar based app that we need to install, because a teacher and a student cannot meet all the time. A teacher sometimes gets busy and gets some kind of work. Our students might get some problem while attending classrooms. So this is one of the finest apps. Whenever intermediate level or higher secondary level or bachelor student or master student or any scholar tries to learn English more effectively or in a more comprehensive and a better way, they need to install such kind of apps. And whenever they try to use English language or whenever they try to practice, those all grammatical errors will automatically be detected by this grammatical tool. And this grammatical tool will also help you to make the correction that what is the wrong sentence and what is the correct sentence. If you have spoken a wrong sentence, then this grammar based app will tell you that why this sentence is wrong and how you can say this sentence in a better way. This grammar app will give you certain different parameters, structures of saying a single thing in different ways as well. So this is a very kind of innovative method that teachers need to ask students that they need to install such kind of apps. While focusing on these apps, the students will be able to uh, then the students will be able to grasp those all concepts easily. Yes, please, can you move it?
Yes.
Okay, environment.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, environment. When it comes to teaching English as a second language, environment is very important. Most of the time, the teachers ignore this thing, but in order to learn any language,
Please,
not
your
only
voice is not so clear. Please,
okay,
your
now
voice
is
now
it
is not so clear.
okay? Is it clear now?
Yes, yes, it is better.
Okay. Now it comes to environment. Most of the time, teacher ignored this element. But whenever we are trying to learn any language, not only English, but whenever a teacher of any language teaches a language, they need to ask students to be patient. But when they are patient, when the environment is good, when there is nobody to disturb, then the teacher would be able to deliver his or her talk easily. And a teacher should not be restricted. A teacher should allow students to ask as many questions as possible. And the teacher needs to be friendly to the students while teaching English or while teaching any language, especially I would say English language, because English is very sweet language and this is very official as well as all over the world. This language is being spoken by thousands of people. So whenever a teacher tries to teach English, the teacher must be friendly one with his students. The teacher should not be restricted. The teacher should create a kind of smooth environment and he should be friendly with his classmates, with his students, as like brothers and sisters. Because a student cannot ask a question from a teacher, but a student can surely easily ask those questions with a friend. So the teacher must be a kind of friend to the students. So whenever a teacher is trying to create an environment which is quite smooth and sophisticated, then the students or then the learners of English as second language would be able to grasp the concepts properly and effectively. So environment plays a great role in learning any kind of language. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, conclusion. So, as we all know that the languages play a very important role in our lives, as we all know that without languages we cannot communicate our ideas. It helps to communicate our feelings, emotions, whatever we would like to say. We can easily convey our message with the help of language. And as we know that nowadays teachers of English language are facing so many issues, like the issues are barriers of teaching English through principles and parameters, like parts of his speeches, tenses are there, and traditional grammatical method like GTN method, which is well known as grammatical translation method, has been adopted by many of teachers. But I would like to advise all those teachers who are teaching English as second language, please do not force your students to speak correctly. Rather them try to make them know that they need to speak English language fluently. whenever they will be able to speak English language fluently, they will automatically recognize their own mistakes. So if you are trying to focus on a student that this sentence is wrong, this sentence is right, this is not the proper way to speak English, this is proper way to speak English, then, sorry to say, then the student will not be able to speak English language properly. Even he will not be able to utter a single sentence. So this is my personal suggestion to all the teachers. First, let the child start speaking. When the child tries to start speaking, speaking on daily basis at least 20 to 30 minutes. When a learner of English language, any language, try to speak, because uh, whenever we are trying to learn any language, we need to practice this language. So after practicing it, we will be able to detect our own mistakes, that we are using language inappropriately, either we are using language properly, or what are our mistakes, what are our issues. As we all know, teachers are the top barriers of a civil society. We all know that. And there are different styles and methods of teaching. Some teachers are very strict regarding teaching English language. Some teachers are very polite while teaching English language. But I would love to advise to all teachers that they need to focus on the fluency first. When they get some kind of fluency, when students get some kind of fluency, then let them know about their pronunciation, about British English, like British English as well as American English. They pronounce the sound k as k, k. Like Pakistan, it becomes Pakistan. Potato becomes potato. So the student would be able to learn American language as well as British language easily. First, let a child speak whatever he or she knows. There is no need to care about grammatical errors in spoken form. But when a child try to speak in a better way, then let her know those all rules. So always try to apply the acquisition method in classroom. Do not teach the rules to a student. Always try to speak in English language in your classroom. Try to create a language based environment. Means you are using English language in your classrooms, only English would be the medium of your classroom. Then automatically the children, the students, the learners would be able to speak English language in a better way and effective way. If you are trying to force them to speak properly or according to some grammatical rules, then it will not be possible for learners, for students to speak appropriately at the time. So first, let them speak as much as they can. Then after when they get some kind of fluency of English language, then realize them their mistakes. Then tell them their mistakes, that they have got wrong grammatical errors, they have got wrong pronunciation, they've got this issue, they've got vocabulary issue, they've got some kind of punctuation issue, they do not have a complex sentence structure issue, they've got compound sentence structure issue. Then let them know. First, try to encourage them to speak. Try to ask them to participate in the class. Whenever they try to use English language, then they would be able to learn English language effectively and easily. And these were the certain methods of teaching English through innovative methods. These were some methods which I have given. If a teacher of English language follows these methods, I hope and I expect that some students, some future scholars, some learners will get benefit of this. I hope you all have enjoyed this meeting, and I am really very thankful to ma'am, respected ma'am, who is currently moving my slide. She's really very gentle. She's very quite polite. She has invited me to deliver a presentation, and I hope that you have enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Love from Pakistan. Now, if you would like to ask any kind of question regarding my presentation, your questions are most welcome. I would like to answer them. Please carry on.
Yes, thank you for this nice presentation and fruitful knowledge about the techniques that are used to enhance and stimulate our students' efficiency and understanding. Thank you. But there was a question in the chat box. Someone asked you, can you mention some of the apps that may be
Yes,
interactive
surely,
and
surely, surely,
interesting?
surely. Surely, I'm
Yes.
trying to write those apps, the names of those apps. They need to take the meeting tab, please.
Sorry?
Yes, I have sent the names in meeting chat, means in chat room. I have sent those two apps names. They need to install these two apps. Inshallah, these two apps will help them in learning English language in a better way.
Yes.
Have you received those two names?
And what's up?
Yes, the first one is Ilsa and another one is Speakler. These are the two based apps that I'm currently also using while learning English, while teaching English.
Yes.
Now, have you received these two names, Ilsa and Speakler?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I
okay.
am trying to
Rima Fala
open it.
Azu Jamon, nice session. Thanks a lot. Okay, thank you, Shaukat Ali Khosru. Thank you. Okay, and thank you too also, ma'am. The way you came and you have given me chance to deliver presentation. Mashallah, you were very nice and gentle, polite as well. I really enjoyed this webinar.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Any other question? If
Yes.
anybody wants to ask, please go ahead. Any other questions?
Do you
I
mean
think,
this link? Do you mean
yes,
this link? This one?
sorry,
Yes. Do you mean this?
yes, okay, sorry. Yes, this one, Elsa Speaker. These are the two apps.
Yes. Can I download it?
Yes, you can download it on mobile phones because they are not supported by laptop. The names are Elsa, ELSA, and another one is Speakler, SPEAKLAR. There are different levels, level 1, level 2 of speaking. According to your own level, you can select some speakers as well as, and you can learn English language in a better way.
Yes. Thank you. And also, I can add about this question. We also have many interesting and amazing applications which
Yes,
can be used
surely we
to,
have. Surely we
yes.
have.
For example, word wall. Many, of course, maybe used it, like this
Yes,
word wall.
yes. Okay, Zainab Mustafa, thank you for your comment. Amara Nasser Gul, thank you for your comment. And everybody who has commented on chat box, you all are fine,
Yes,
slams, homes, Amara Nasser, thank you so much, everybody, especially you, man, that you came and I
yes,
really
thank you.
enjoyed this meeting.
Yes, I want to tell them يعني a little bit about this application, and if they want the other session, inshallah, I will explain how to
Inshallah,
use them
inshallah.
in order to enhance our students' understanding. This is an
Okay,
application. You can
inshallah.
make your account on it. It is called Word Wall. It is very easy,
Okay,
very
word
interesting,
one.
very interactive. But
Yes,
the problem
okay,
with it, just for example, you can use five games, and then
yes,
you can maybe buy it. But you can also make another accounts with other games. How can I use it? For example, here, if you are a new user, you can sign up. If you are an ancient user, just log in
yes,
and you can begin creating your game. For the sake of time, because I want to make you too late, just I will show you some examples which I prepare. You can, for example, log in with your Google or with a new email, and you can enter. For example, this game, I have prepared it, or I will show you another one on the other account because I have made many accounts on it.
okay, that's wonderful. Means you are really very
Yes, it is
enthusiastic
very
about learning and
interesting.
teaching English.
Yes. So, for example, here you can use it for vocabulary, for language, for literature, for example,
Yes, yes,
etc. If I give you this one, for example, to show you, and then
yes.
inshallah we will explain how can we
Inshallah,
make
inshallah, inshallah.
campaigns on it. Also, we have
Inshallah.
nearby Kahoot quizzes, forms, many applications that can be used in order to engage our students in our education process. For example, this game was
Yes, inshallah.
prepared for 9th to 12th grades because all the classes and grades take present perfect. How can is it played? How can we play it? Oh,
Yes, inshallah.
yes,
Hello, am I able
here
to?
he can play it either inside the class, outside the class, alone with his partners. But at the end, he will gain more and more knowledge. For example, the match he can use. For example, he has one because it is about the present perfect with pictures, with
Okay.
some
Okay, that's
interesting
wonderful.
things.
Really, really. These all pictures
Yes,
can help us
yes.
in a better and effective way.
Yes, really. They enjoy it and they can play it more and more in order to learn from their errors and mistakes. Has Manar done? Yes, and here
Yes.
also, if it is wrong, he will give you another chance. This farmer has already
Oh, that's
used.
wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes,
Really.
very nice. If you want
Okay.
the other session, I will explain how can we make these games. My sister hasn't.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think these are the for another ones who means who are from like higher secondary level. Is it
Yes,
so, ma'am?
yes, yes,
Means who are new to English language, they need to understand these apps or these
yes.
things.
My friend is still present.
Should we
Yes.
should we end up our meeting, ma'am?
What?
Shall we
Sorry?
end up our meeting, or shall we end up our meeting, or uh,
Yes, if there are some questions, they can ask you. But before that,
okay? Please
please
ask any question
fill
if you
the
would like
form
to.
for, yes, please fill the form for the certificate. Yes,
Okay,
all the
actually,
attendance,
okay, okay, but
all
I
the
need to.
attendance.
Okay, but I think
Yes.
I need to. Should I fill the form for attendee or as a guest speaker?
No, just for the participants. And thanks for your joining. And I want to give you this certificate of appreciation for your recognition and outstanding contribution and delivering this webinar, which titled Teaching English Through Innovative Techniques. And thanks very much, Mr. Muhammad Haroon from Pakistan. I want also to thank all the participants who joined us from all over the world. Also, I want to thank Miss Dania, my colleague, and Mr. Amir, who helped us in
Thank
accepting
you.
our guests.
Not
Thank
at
you
all.
very much.
Welcome,
Yes,
welcome.
and
Okay, where is
hope
please
that
please,
you
ma'am,
enjoyed
respected ma'am,
this
where is the
session.
form? Can we see this?
What?
Excuse me, the form, please,
Where,
again, please.
where
Yes,
is the
Miss
form, please?
Dania, are you with us?
And
Yes,
ma'am,
I will send it.
okay, ma'am, and can I get this certificate as like guest speaker because I will deliver this
Yes,
talk?
of
So,
course, I will send it to you. Of course, of course. Now I send the
okay, okay,
form.
okay,
Please, the participants, fill the form in order to have the certificate automatically on your email. And
Okay.
please try to write your reflection in the lanyard. Miss Dania has sent it to you.
ma'am. Let us know that we all means you will send me the certificate on WhatsApp or what else.
Yes, inshallah. Yes,
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
No.
Yes. If
Sorry,
there
sorry.
is any question, please raise your hand to ask Mr. Muhammad. Yes, maybe I will enable you to open your mics. Sorry. Yes. Yes. If there is any
Yes, please.
question now, you can ask. You can ask, please. Raise your
Yes,
hand.
please. Yes, please. If you would like to ask any sort of questions regarding the webinar that I have conducted today, so you all are supposed to know welcome. Anybody.
Yes.
If you would like to
It
ask any sort
seems
of question, please, you all are welcome. Yes, any questions regarding innovative methods or
why
regarding
it works. It works. Why?
Ma'am, I think, have
Yes.
you sent me the certificate of as a guest speaker?
Yes, I will send it to you, inshallah. Don't worry.
Okay. On
No,
WhatsApp?
the form works. The form works. The form
Yes, yes.
works.
It works. Yes.
Yes, because someone says that it doesn't work. No, it
No,
works.
now I signed in.
Please fill
Okay.
it. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Fill it, and then you will receive it. I will show you.
Okay.
Yes, those who filled it, those certificates, you will see them after they open. You see? Yes, this is for Rima. Can you see it? Can you see my screen?
Well, no, ma'am, it's not
No,
visible.
not yet. Not yet.
Not yet, because of the weakness of the internet. You
Internet,
will see
yes,
it
the
now.
internet is not good.
Yes, now.
Not yet, not yet.
I think this is network quite bad. Network is quite bad here, I think so. Yes, Gulshan Karabama, thank you so much for that, for giving comment. I think you have learned something from my side as well. I tried my level best to deliver design things in a better and effective way.
Hi. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Yes, because the electricity is out and I am talking from my mobile. So you can fill the form and automatically you will receive your certificate on your email that you wrote. There is no question. Thanks another time, Mr. Muhammad Haroon. Thanks for you all participants, and have a good day. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, okay, thank you, Allah.
أستاذة بقول لحضرتك
نعم.
في
نعم.
اختلاف الشهادة طالعة باسم حاجة تانية بتهيألي. راجعها كده تشيك.
ليه؟
مش عارف. لحظة كده. هي جايبة على الجيمز اوف تيتشنج أو حاجة زي كده. لحظة.
قول.
أنا عملت لها داونلود فأفتحها بس لحظة واحدة. I'm sorry.
لا هي في ريما مكتوب تيتشنج مظبوطة.
أوكي. موجودة؟ أمال يبقى دي
موجودة.
التانية بقى.
موجودة.
بإذن الله.